Hey guys! Okay, so I know it's been a really long time since I have posted, and I know in the past, sometimes I'll go through periods of time not posting, and I always tend to make different excuses about having a lot going on and such, which, to be completely honest, is true. However, I do want to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that the reason I haven't been posting this time is more than just, oh, I work a lot, I have a lot going on, etc. This time, to be completely honest, I have been scared to post what has been going on. I have just felt scared to talk about it. I haven't wanted to talk about it. I haven't wanted to share it on the internet. I have this weird fear that if I talk about it or post it, I just feel like more stuff will happen and that I just need to take a break from the paranormal, take a break from investigating and sharing these stories. And then I decided, after having took some time away from all of that, that I was ready to share what happened, which I am about to do now. And also I'm ready to start investigating more again. And I actually have a pretty big investigation coming up. So I've just taken a step back, taken some time to get my energy cleansed, my space cleansed, white light, all of that. And at the same time, I understand as a paranormal investigator, I'm going to deal with bringing around negative energy. I'm a sensitive, things are attracted to me, even if I didn't do paranormal investigations. So it's just kind of the consequences of being a paranormal investigator, the consequences of being a sensitive and not being able to help the fact that I do attract things. It's one of those things I'm going to have to just get used to, especially because this is my passion. So I have just been scared to talk about the paranormal events that have happened to me in my home. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I personally do believe that my house is haunted. And that I experience a lot of things, both in my home and just, in the world in general when I do these investigations and such. But I do believe my home is haunted, one of those spaces that I do have paranormal experiences in. So I have had several situations happen to me recently, so many that I could have made several different videos about and kept my channel very consistent over the last couple months, but I haven't, because like I said, things just got too real in my home. I'm very excited when I go on paranormal investigations and I have paranormal experiences happen. However, when so many happen in my space that they're not just little things like, oh, that's kind of cool, this was on this shelf and then I came back and it was on this shelf. It wasn't even as simple as that. Things were happening in my home that I felt were really dark and really scary. If you watched one of my other videos, I shared that my bathroom door swung shut on its own in the middle of the night. The very next day, a huge shelf fell on top of me. It was just too coincidental. You can check that video out on my channel. It's just a few things happened to me that I don't even know if I covered the shelf falling on me in a video. I'm sure I did. But either way, after the bathroom door had swung shut on me, a huge shelf fell on me the very next day in the same hallway. It was just a lot of dark things like that. And I even shared that, but then things progressed. So I'll go ahead and get into what has happened since my last haunted home update. Several things, for that matter, have happened. And I can't go on paranormal investigations every day or every weekend, so obviously I haven't been sharing those videos when a lot of my videos I could be sharing are my paranormal experiences. But even those, you don't have every day, but I feel like I have them a lot more often than a lot of people. I just haven't shared them because, like I said, I've been kind of scared to do so. So I'll go ahead and get into the paranormal experiences that I have had in my home. So, 3 things happened to me when I was laying in bed, and on different nights at that. So different days, I should say. One of these took place in the daytime. I came home from work one day and I was laying in my bed and I was trying to take a nap, And all of a sudden, by my feet, the blanket was over my feet, tucked under my feet. I have such a huge fear of something grabbing my ankle. That's why I do that. I'm such a baby, but that's why I do that. And, I was just tucked in my blanket, and by my feet, it felt, in the only way I can describe how it felt like two hands on either side of my feet pushed down into the bed on both sides of my feet with so much force that I felt the bed go in, kind of like if someone sits on the bed and you feel the bed go in, but it was around both sides of my feet, not on my feet, so that's why I imagine hands going around my feet and pushing down. And it was with enough force that I jumped up and yelled because I was startled. And I expected, honestly, to see my cat. She was not there. I looked immediately at the floor at the end of the bed. She was nowhere on the floor, nowhere in my room. In fact, I found her in the other room sleeping. So after that incident, I didn't even feel scared at that point. Like, obviously the situation was scary, but the energy in my room didn't feel negative. And for some reason, I kept picturing a little boy in my mind. And it wasn't like your generic, stereotypical, old-fashioned, soft-faced, sweet little boy. He had very distinct features, and I kept picturing him in my mind. And I'm a sensitive, and I can sense when spirits are around, and I can tell gender, age, stuff like that. I doubt myself a lot when it comes to that, but I've proven myself time and time again to be very accurate with it. And I couldn't help but to think that the house that my mom's boyfriend lives in, I had a paranormal dream one time with a little boy on that property, so my mind started wondering if it was that boy. And maybe he was just trying to get my attention. He wanted to play. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe that's why I didn't feel negative. But then I started wondering if I had been tricked, because a night or so later, I was laying in bed and it felt like the blanket sticking up off my foot. It felt like someone started tugging on it. So obviously that scared me. I laid back down. Minor incident. Again, my cat was nowhere around. I always check these things because I'm not just going to let that happen and then be like, oh, it was nothing, and lay back down. Like, I'm going to check to see what could have caused that. And then the very last occurrence is what scared me so bad, and it was literally a couple days after the second incident. And this is why part of the reason I haven't been posting, because I started thinking about the bathroom door swinging shut, the shelf falling on me, and then this last occurrence that happened, and I started thinking, too close to home. Cannot continue to entertain the idea, need to take a break from the paranormal channel on here and everything. And I took my break, and now I'm back and I'm ready to start posting again. Anyway, the last occurrence that happened that had me absolutely terrified. I was laying in bed one night and I woke up in the middle of the night. It was not sleep paralysis. I could move. I didn't allow myself to open my eyes, however. My entire bed, maybe not my bed, but at least my mattress, everything I could feel around me, my entire mattress bed was shaking. My whole bed was vibrating. But I know it wasn't an earthquake. My family did not experience anything. I checked with them, I called and talked with friends, relatives, everyone. No one experienced an earthquake that night. And also, I've experienced an earthquake before, and everything in my room will shake. I will hear my fan rattling. I will hear the headboard rattling. It was so weird, just my mattress. And it wasn't even violently shaking. It was just vibrating. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was vibrating. And it went on for a good 2 minutes before it stopped. And I was so scared. I refused to open my eyes. It was not sleep paralysis. I've had that before. I just know it was not that. I would not open my eyes. And again, I'm a sensitive. I can tell when things in energy are around me. And I felt like something was standing at the end of my bed. And that happening, and it was just too much. And since I've taken a step back from everything, surprisingly enough, nothing has really happened in my home. And I'm grateful for that. I feel like I've gotten my space kind of cleansed, my energy cleansed, and I'm ready to start paranormal investigating again, taking my usual precautions before doing so of praying and such, keep my energy and my space positive and cleansed. And yeah, so I'm ready to start posting my haunted home updates if any arise, now that things have slowed down a little bit, and I'm ready to start posting my paranormal investigations. So there's that. So hopefully I'll become a more consistent YouTuber with my posts. But with the paranormal, it's kind of hard. I'm not one of those YouTubers, which no disrespect to YouTubers who do, because I love watching these kind of videos. I just myself don't really feel as though I would be good at this kind of video. When YouTubers share stories of other people or paranormal events in history, like the Amityville haunting, stuff like that, they'll share stories like that on a channel like this. I just don't feel as though I would be good at retelling stuff like that, so I don't do that. So with that being an idea aside, all I really have to go off of is my own experiences and my paranormal investigations. I will never make up a paranormal experience for the sake of a YouTube channel, because I'm way too passionate about the paranormal and proving evidence to ever make up anything. So if I wanted to constantly post on my YouTube channel, if I made up stories, maybe I could, but I can't force paranormal experiences to happen to me. So I'm obviously not going to be able to post that consistently with my paranormal experiences, because I don't have them every day. And I'm certainly not going to make them up. And then also, I cannot go on a paranormal investigation every single day or every single weekend. So my posts are not always super often, but I'm going to start doing my best to make them as often as I can. But yeah, I thought you guys deserved an update on my life with the paranormal occurrences, to know that I do have a very big paranormal investigation coming up. A very big one. I'm very excited for it. And I just wanted to let you guys know an update. And also, I have this ghost background going on. Very fitting for my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button. Comment if you wish. I always appreciate comments, hitting the like button, subscribing. Please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. It's greatly appreciated. I really love the support. I love to support others on their channels. But yeah, so just make sure to subscribe and just keep watching.